Hello YouTube, this is Archon633 and today I'm giving you a special review that was requested by my friend Projektrdm, a fellow member of Tokyo Anime News. Anyways, this is the Deluxe Kabuto Zector. I got this belt from Okinawa sometime last year. I think it was like in the summertime. It's a really cool belt though. Overall, it doesn't really do much, but itself has a really cool design. Let's go quickly look at the Zector itself. It's cast in this really shiny red plastic. It looks really nice. I like how they designed it. It looks pretty cool and pretty accurate to the show. On the top, you can see buttons 1, 2, and 3, which is used for the rider kick. And other than that, the only features it technically has that when it's off is that the wings open. This flap can open all the way like that. But when it's off, it doesn't really do anything much. The belt itself, though, is pretty simplistic, and it's pretty much used by all the riders in the show, just slightly modified or different paint jobs. Unfortunately, the one I got only comes with one of the clock-up pads, but it doesn't really matter because normally Japan's really good at these kind of things, making these roleplay stuff, making it as pretty accurate to the show and most features as possible. I guess back in, I think, 2006 when this came out, they tried to be a little more simplistic than usual, so this thing does absolutely nothing. It's just one solid piece, and as you can see, I'm going to show quickly on the back, it's just like a hollow piece. It doesn't do anything. Other than that, the belt itself is pretty cool, though modding it's going to be a little hard because it's the old-fashioned belt, so you need to have like some kind of like, I guess, belt strap, attach it to the pieces there. Other than that, this belt's, yeah, pretty plain and all that. It has a nice Kabuto logo on the back. Not sure if the others are different because I don't own them, and I didn't really see a picture of the back that much, so it doesn't really matter because it's just a belt catcher. It's got 2 clips here, which is used for this belt. And other than that, it just kind of connects on the points here. I never actually took this apart and kind of don't want to because I'm afraid of breaking it. But on that's why it's a little harder to mod. It doesn't have the one-hand clip one or even the 2-hand clip ones on the recent belts. Paint job's okay in this copy, so that's good. Okay, let's quickly just go to the transformation and the sounds it makes. To start off, we put on the on and off switch, which is at the bottom here. Makes that sound to show that it's on. Leaving it alone doesn't do anything. Some roleplay stuff from Kamen or Sentai, if you leave it alone, it makes sounds, lights. This one, it doesn't do anything. So the only way you know that it's on is if you look at the switch. Other than that, it makes several sounds in this mode. It means that it's not supposed to do that in this mode. You can put it open all the way, but it doesn't do anything, and that's how it makes a sound when you close it. And it makes 3 different sounds in this mode. First one being this. Second one. Third one. And just to be sure if it has 3 sounds, I think it only has 3. Yeah, okay, it only has 3 sounds. It doesn't matter what you press. It just cycles through them. So just to show that it doesn't matter what you put on. Other than that, that's all the Zector can do by itself. So if you ended up buying one of these for the Zector alone, you're not going to get much out of it. Other than that, let's go to the Henshin sound. So all you do is just clip it on like this, and then it makes this sound. You have to align it properly, and then it should do this. So that's it for the Henshin sound. Other than that, when you just press these buttons, it makes that sound. Basically what it is the put-on sound, or some kind of like, I guess actually I think it's some kind of blast sound actually, this mode, because in this form he was just mask mode, and to initiate the final form of the regular Henshin, all you need to do is pull this up, and then it makes this sound. And then a light show happens, then you just close it up. So, that's it for the complete Henshin. Yeah, so, like I said, this is a very simplistic belt. Which is surprising, because in the previous years, even to this, even the Ryuki belt in a sense... Actually, that's not true. The Ryuki belt was definitely more simplistic, but... more functionality, because you can change the decks and everything. This itself, though, doesn't do as much. But anyways, it does make one more sound. Before I show you the rider kick, it makes one more sound when you just close it off like this. So, that's as if he's going to put on the armor again, which he does from time to time. He didn't do that much in the show. I don't think he only did it about no more than like 6 times. But other than that, that was pretty much it. Let's quickly go back to cast off mode. So let's just let that go through. Now it's time to initiate the rider kick. So, it doesn't matter what order of the buttons that you put on, but since they're numbered, we might as well go with the correct proper way. We do this. Oops. Okay, I need to redo that. Sorry about that. Okay, it goes like this. Okay. I'm gonna edit this part of the video anyway. Okay, so here goes this. Then you close it. As you can see, it's still on, showing that it's about to initiate rider kick. It makes this sound when you're in this mode. I'm not really sure what that is, but interesting sound that it does. And then to initiate rider kick, all you need to do is pull this. It will continue to flash and make this confirmation sound until you pull down the lever again. So, yeah, the belt itself, that's actually all it can do. So as you can see, it's a very simplistic belt. It looks nice, but especially for the secondhand prices that it goes for, it's just not worth it over, like, I guess in a sense, you're not going to spend like $100 to $200 that this thing's going for. Unless it's shipped, I guess it's okay. But on that, the $200 that I usually see this for is definitely not worth the price that this is, even if it is new, just because of how little it can do. Other than that, it doesn't make one more sound when you pull it off. So, yeah, that's cool that it at least has that sound too, so I guess it gives you one more sound that you can activate. Other than that, one fair word of warning, do not keep this thing clipped onto the belt for too long. What happens is that, I think there's these little switches that are inside. I can't really see it from here either, but there are 2 switches that are inside that this, let's see if we can get in. Well, anyways, there are 2 red clips inside that these buttons latch onto. Basically, if you keep it on there too long, this thing will start malfunctioning, and sometimes it'll make the wrong sounds, and sometimes it'll just end up going crazy. I've seen some reviews and some other copies of this thing that went berserk when kept it in too long. So make sure that you do not keep that in. Any belt, this thing is unfortunate that it has that problem, but what can you do? Other than that, well, I guess if you really do like Kabuto, if you do like the rider himself, or just Kabuto in general, I guess this belt is good. If you want, then, or if you're just collecting all the rider belts, I guess this is going to be obviously a pick for you. Other than that, this belt itself, once again, is a very simplistic belt. I wish it did a little more, but in the show it didn't do really anything either, since he was a quite simplistic rider, even by his design. Technically, in a sense, even though it's missing the clock-up pad, because the other clock-up pad was pretty much modified into a hyper clock-up, which is the only way you can clock up with this toy. I don't have that, so I can't show that off, but that's, other than that, yeah. This belt is a really nice touch. I like its design, but in a sense, it's just not worth the price that you sometimes go for, unless you really like the rider. But anyways, check out Hirotaku, Token News, let's see, check out Wheelchair 21, Projektrdm, and the channels that are listed down below. There, as usual. So, I'll see you later, YouTube. Bye.